Well, it's about that time. We got this thing all loaded up and we are jamming out to Grange. First drift day in the Feal Drift Vette. I'm very excited. This thing is loaded. We got some spare Kansei rims, some tools, some helmets, pumping up some gas, and we're gonna jam out. It's nice to be able to drive a car to the track and something that runs on pump gas. So very much excited about the opportunity to get to drift this thing. The Formula Drift season's in full swing, so there's not much time in between rounds, but we found some time to squeeze in a little drift day. So getting some gas in this thing and we're gonna hit the road. Carlos, you ready?
Ready, dude. Got the snap.
All right, let's top this thing off and hit the road. So we made it out to Grange and I'm very excited to get this thing on the track. We're definitely not the first ones here. We got some local dudes out here shredding. What up, guys? Guys getting ready to shred. Guys already done with shredding, so excited to get this thing on the track. It's looking pretty clean after a dirt road getting out here. So got everything out of the trunk, got the helmet ready, gonna strap this GoPro to the side of the helmet and rip this thing on the track. Let's see how it goes. So we had some very fun sessions, got to tandem, but the strategy here, since this car was driven to the track, is to pull these off when they're still kind of roadworthy. So I think we're right at that point. I really wanted to keep driving on these, but I'm kind of glad we got flagged off track. So we're gonna throw the only other set of rims that I brought with me. We got some scrubs from the demo car on here, and this is it. I'm cutting myself off after that and putting these tires that we're about to pull so I could actually make it home. How was that?
Fun stuff, man. I think you keep
yeah,
for
I think it works. I think my 295s are just fine following you.
This guy said he was gonna be chill. That's not what I would say.
No, the car felt like very drivable behind you, so I'm stoked on that. 295's aired up in a Corvette. It's super adjustable. I obviously have the shocks pretty stiff, so it's a little slower than normal, but I'm glad that it's super adjustable, man. This thing's a battleship, man. I love this thing. Check out these taillights. These came out of a E46, you said, right? Yep. And this is super sturdy. You said you got tired of replacing bumpers, right? Sick.
All body kits.
Yep. Yeah, this thing's gnarly.
I know, like
140 air intake temps. I guess that's bad for NA.
See the ice bag.
Yeah, but this is gonna fix the problem for sure. So we got the 295s off the car. We installed some 265s, and I'm very curious how this thing's gonna feel. I know most people that drift Vettes, especially kind of stock ones like this, they run 265s, and I get it, it's easier to spin, but I feel like the 295s worked really well, especially when we bumped up the tire pressure, and the car just feels nice and soft. There's so much sidewall, and I feel like this car needs a big tire. I'm gonna see what the hype's about running a 265. So we threw the 265s on. We're gonna go give it some rips, and I'll let you know how that goes. Feeling super solid on the track, but since we're out here and we're testing things, we're gonna go ahead and go a little softer on the front coilovers just for the heck of it, just to see how much more movement we can get out of the car. So super easy to adjust these. These are the Feal 442s. We got obviously a shock cover on here to protect it, and there's a compression reservoir right over there, this bad boy. And I just clicked out 3 clicks. We'll see how she does. You guys ready? Oh, you got freshies on.
Yeah, oh yeah. We going all the way down with the pressures. Just drop it. Gotta keep going.
Got a good helper too.
Indy's taking the pressures. Just see
Well, that was a really successful shakedown for the Corvette. I am stoked on this thing. It's man, it's so fun to drive, and honestly the 295 tire is if you pump it up with tons of pressure, it's very similar to the 265 that I tried with lower pressure. I actually got a little bit more grip out of the 265 by just dropping the tire pressure really, really low. So I feel like these cars, bottom line is these cars could do just fine with a 265 with stock power. They have tons of grip, but the 295 I feel like looks a little meaty on the car, looks good. It's definitely a comfortable tire to drive on because the outside diameter is very similar to the stock diameter of the tires that are found on these things. And you could drop tire pressure on the 295 and just keep adding grip to the car. So I don't think you could utilize too much grip with the stock power plant, but this thing was amazing. It did great. The hood honestly is just open just for the hell of it, just to let it air out a little bit. I didn't have to touch a thing mechanically on this car. It runs amazing. So much fun. Definitely way different handling than an S chassis, but once you get used to it, it's great. Honestly, the longer wheelbase over the S chassis makes this thing so stable. When I was throwing it into initiation, I felt like I really had to really huck it in, and even after doing that, the car is just so stable. So it's definitely probably a little easier to drift than an S chassis. Maybe not as nimble, maybe doesn't, you know, move as quickly, but honestly, when you build this thing up a little more, I'm sure you can get that snappiness out of it, no problem. Overall stoked. And what's really cool is I'm about to hop back in with Carlos, blast the AC, and have a comfortable ride home. So this is what it looks like with all the stuff that you need, the bare essentials, at least another spare set of tires that you can murder all the way down. And yeah, 2 helmets, helmet for you, helmet for your buddy, some tools, and some water. We're good to go, going home.